Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today we have a really unique video for you for all of my off-road enthusiasts or my general travelers and RVers out there. This is an all-in-one solution to your power needs. So this is the OptiSolex 400W portable solar bag kit. Now what you see in front of you is going to be two 200-watt solar panels to make 400 watts because these are tied together. You've got a travel MPPT controller to optimize your sun input to the highest possible energy transference that you can. This is also powered by an AI algorithm to give you that optimum efficiency. You've got a tool to disconnect your MC4 connectors. So this is called the OptiSolex Brick S1, of course the bag, and then with that you've got two 8-foot cables, positive and negative, that can actually hook up to battery terminals so you can be charging batteries on the go or while you're out doing whatever you might be doing off-roading or RVing. One of the coolest parts is this OptiSolex Brick S1. This is a plug-and-play MPPT controller that basically makes any solar setup a DIY. It's as simple as setting this up and letting the algorithm inside here optimize efficiency from the sun. It makes charging things faster, safe, and effortless. All right, stepping over to the OptiSolex solar bag. This is two 200-watt solar panels, and what's unique about this design is that these zip together. So if you only need 200 watts, you unzip it. If you need 400 watts, you can zip them together and you can parallel these panels. So I'm gonna show these laid out real quick so y'all can see what they look like. So you just unstrap these clips. You can see how nice these panels are here. Check that out. Tons of panels. So if you wanted to actually unzip these panels, so you come over here to the zipper, and you simply unzip the panel, and you have two separate 200 watts panels that you can actually lay out, which is awesome. So if you only need 200 watts, you use the 200. If you need 400, we're gonna parallel them together. Each of these panels is gonna come with its own link system. So when you're coming up here, you can either choose to parallel these, or if you just need to charge your devices quickly, I'm gonna show you here, this actually has the ability to charge your devices directly from the panel. So when you're looking here, let me get a close-up for y'all. You're gonna have your USB-C and two regular USB outlets. When you pair both these panels up, you can charge 6 devices simultaneously. All right guys, so we've got the OptiSolex Solar Bag 400, and I'm going to show you how to hook it up to my solar generator. This one is an Anker Solex C1000. Now just keep in mind the OptiSolex comes with the S1 brick, which is an MPPT controller, but we don't need to use it in this circumstance because the solar generator already has one built in. I'm going to be placing these solar panels in series versus parallel. What does that mean? So the series connection is basically a positive terminal of one of the panels connecting to the negative, and that adds up voltage. Okay, current stays the same. If we connect these in parallel, it does the opposite. It adds current and voltage remains the same, but at the end of the day, you have your voltage which is essentially better. So higher voltage equals more efficient power transfer in the long run, which is why I'm going to be setting this one up in series. If you were to parallel the panels, you need a couple extra connections, but for this one, you do not. So I'm gonna go ahead and you can watch me do this real quick, and it's very, very simple. So you're gonna need your XT60 connector. And the reason for that is the solar generators, they have these connectors. It's an XT60, and then we have the male and female ends here. So we're gonna set this off to the side a second, and we're gonna take our bag and we're gonna unclip these buckles. You can undo this real quick because we need our connectors out. So we're gonna pop that one out. This, make sure it's gonna get adequate sun. Flip that panel out. I'm just gonna flip this one over temporarily because this is where our other connector is. All right, so with that being said, you have these connectors, right? These are two separate panels. You're gonna take the positive, you're gonna hook the other one into the negative to the panel, right? So these have just been connected via series. These other two, you have a positive and a negative left. You're gonna attach those to your XT60 connector. So this is, I'd say this is the simplest way to do it. So again, negative to negative, positive to positive, right? We're gonna flip these panels back out so we can get all the sun. Pull your cord around, and here you're gonna connect it right into your solar generator. We're gonna let that start real quick. We have a pretty sunny day, so I'm going to show you. So these are super durable panels. You can kind of see here, we have a super sunny day here. I'm gonna connect it right here. This is where the most sun is right now during filming. And I just want to show you guys how easy this is and that it is working. So I'm pulling 207 watts. Currently, of course, that's going to fluctuate, and you can expect 10 to 15% power loss coming from the panel to here. So, you know, that's pretty good. It's not a perfectly sunny day, but it's fairly sunny out. So collecting 207 watts from here is really, really awesome. And these panels are super flexible. So even if you wanted to prop them up, you know, to get a perfect angle, because you know, if you angle them, you can get a little more power out of them. But these panels are good in the shade with the way that the controllers work, the MPPT controllers, whether it's the controller from the S1 brick or here, these panels are designed to optimize even in the shade, so you're good to go. But that's as easy as it is, guys. So now we're pulling 226 watts. I'll try to zoom this in on video. 236. Maybe we can climb to 240. And again, it could all depend on just the way these panels are angled right there. But there you have it. That is how simple it is to charge your solar generator when you're out on the trail, in your RV, or out on the go, or you're having a fun night or evening or day camping with your family. It's that simple. All right, everybody. So we're here with the OptiSolex 400 and the S1 brick provided by here. I want to show you how I have this set up with your overlanding setup here, fully decked out, ready for camping. This is a must-have. Keep in mind that this is a beta unit. We're still gathering information and everything so they can make a final product of this, but this thing is so awesome. Check this out. So even though these panels are a little dirty, it's not going to affect the way this takes in sun. This MPPT charger here, this S1 brick, which, guys, this is the MPPT charger. Isn't that crazy? It's so tiny. So what we got this, I'm going to show you. This is an example of how you're going to charge your lithium ion batteries while you're out on the trail. So I've got these panels in series hooked to the MPPT controller with the provided battery connectors that go up to my lithium iron phosphate battery, and this is going to be used for whatever you may use it for your overlanding. It charges our fridge, it will back charge our solar generator, and I wanted to show you that this is the proper way to connect it, and it has the ability to go ahead and connect these and charge this while you're on the go. And the great part about having an MPPT controller is that it optimizes sun. So even if it is a semi-cloudy day like today, still a beautiful day, it still has the ability to charge this as efficiently as possible with the S1 brick by OptiSolex. All right, everybody, so we are touching on shade tolerance. So in order to actually do an effective test, I would need more than one Solex brick S1s in order to test the resistance. So just wanted to explain here in principle, each S1 charges its corresponding solar panel independently. So when one panel is affected by shading or whatever might be on top of the panel, traditional solar configurations suffer from insufficient voltage, reduced power output, or even completely stop generating electricity altogether. So in contrast, this S1 allows each panel to generate power independently without affecting the other panels in the system. With that, the SolarBag uses N-type solar cells, and they are configured in a 3 series 4 parallel output. So inherently, these N-type cells have stronger shade resistance to combat any of the shading issues you run into. But just to wrap it up, you would still need another Solex brick S1 in order to actually maximize your shade tolerance. All right, everybody, so here we're back out at my shed in the backyard, and I have this whole shed outfitted to be solar power. This is a typical panel I use, and this is only 100 watts. This is 400 watts. So what I want to do is I'm going to show you in here how you are going to charge your battery. So guys, typical shed, right? Here are the 2 cables that I have running to my other battery that I have in here. This is your typical charge controller. Huge, bulky, can't bring it with you. You know, you just can't bring it with you. That's not what this is used for. So here you have your negative connection to negative to positive, and this is a big battery, of course, because I have it in the shed, and it runs my LED lights. So flicking on, it's on, off, great. So you can see I've got one wired up there as well, and just to show you how simple this is, all you do is hook the positive and negative up, run it to your panels here. I'm going to flip these down so you guys can see how I have everything connected. You have 2 connections, one for one side of the panel and the other for the other one, and that's all I have. I have these connected in series, and the S1 brick is the MPPT controller running into the shed I got here. So if you guys have any kind of solar array set up, whether it's out here on the trail, whether it's in your shed, or even in your home, you cannot go wrong. This can charge pretty much anything that you need it to charge at 400 watts, you know, give or take with how it looks in the sun and the optimization from the brick. And if it can, you know, optimize with that true shade technology, you're going to be able to power your lights in here. And if you wanted, so you can totally hang this up. You could hang it up, you could put it on the roof. I could take this, put it on the, so really what I would do from here is transitioning from solar powered shed back to on the trail. What I would really honestly do before I put this up, I would hang it right up here. I would just hang it up there with some bungee cords, and I would run the 2 links down, and then you have everything you need. If you needed to power your battery, you're good. If you had a diesel generator here, if you had a 12-volt fridge, you're good. If you wanted to power your phones, it could hooked up to this. Or you do know, again, kind of going all over the place, this has its own hookups here. So whether you have a USB-C or regular USBs, you have this. This can charge 6 devices simultaneously. As you can see, this one also has a unit there to charge with it as well. So each corner of these has the ability to hang them. I just had this propped up because I'm not going to hang it right now, and this will definitely be traveling with us in the rig, of course, when we go off off the beaten path and we need some power. Okay guys, wanted to show you this. So this is my lifetime battery. I'm pushing now 320 watts. Here is our OptiSolex panels in the sun. It is charging right here. Sorry, it's a little hard to see. Let me try to bring that up. That's as far up as you can. But if you can see, we are bringing up 320 watts of power out of this sun. Look at that. I mean, that is phenomenal. Hey guys, so we are finally concluded with the test with the SolarBag 400 solar power bag with the S1 brick. And I tell you what, this thing did awesome. I couldn't be more happier with the product they have so far, even it being a beta test unit. And I think there's tons of potential, and especially when you're using it for your camping or your solar or your home, or if you're just going to the beach and you want to throw it out in the sand and charge your devices, you really can't go wrong with this setup. It was pushing a ton of power to my solar setup. You'll be able to monitor that if you have a Bluetooth battery. And yeah, super excited to test this out while we're on the trails and do further testing. But right now, this is what we got. Check them out. It's gonna be the SolarBag 400. This is a solar powered bag with the S1 brick. I'll put all of the links in the description, including their website, so you can check it out. And when you're wheeling, you can have extra power with you with maximum efficiency. So thanks for watching, everybody, and God bless.